two focuses, software, crypto, which is the bigger focus?
Infrastructure software is the larger focus. That's 80%.
Why?
And crypto is 20%. Well, partly it's my background. It's all been in infrastructure software. And a lot of crypto is infrastructure software. Not all of it is, but portions of it are just decentralized infrastructure software.
How much, I don't know how to put this, feel good does spaces like infrastructure software, SaaS, get from what's happening in AI? As far as I can tell, the very basic pitch for AI is that it is a value add to existing software platforms.
Well, AI is a subset of infrastructure software, so it gets a lot of feel-good value from AI. Infrastructure software is just software that is not application software. So AI is very, very meme-friendly right now.
Tell me about it. You're talking about Elon Musk, principally.
The sentiment is too positive. It's a hot mess. Where I'd like to be investing is in the tools and tool chains layer. But there are just too many companies. It's too crowded. Valuations are high. The lower layer, hardware, is off limits to venture investors.
Right.
That's the realm of larger companies. The layer above that, the foundation models, those are also tough to invest in because they're more like operating systems, which are tougher to monetize than like databases, which are easier to monetize. So the third layer, tools and tool chains, is the best area for venture investors to be investing in, but it's a hot mess. The fourth layer, which is just using AI or leveraging AI, that's been so far a bit easier for me to invest in.
You keep saying that it's a hot mess, but there must be an opportunity or a way for you to navigate the hot mess because you've raised a sizable fund and the LPs must back your vision to invest in that layer.
Yeah, there are a lot of great opportunities. There are just so many companies that it's tough to weed through all of them and find the right ones. And when you find the right ones, the valuations are very high. The rounds are very hot. They close fast. So it's just tougher to prosecute. I do have half a dozen or so seed investments in that area. We'll see how well they do.
Well, that's a good point. So my next question would have been, well, at what stage and where geographically are you finding most success initially?
Seed, Series A, small checks in Series B, and geographically U.S. or world markets, with an exception for India.
The other focus of the fund is crypto, and I'm guessing crypto-adjacent startups that are working more likely on the underlying technology. Is that right?
Well,
as opposed to digital tokens themselves.
Well, yes, although sometimes the only way to invest in the projects is to buy the token. Sometimes you buy equity, and,
right.
Eventually the equity converts to tokens. But yeah, to the extent that it is decentralized infrastructure, it's in scope for me. Not all of crypto is infrastructure, though.
$315 million is a sizable fund, and I'm really interested in this economic environment, in this rates environment, what the LPs look like, you know, where you were able to raise those funds from and how quickly you were able to do it.
They were mostly institutional, so 75% is institutional, and there's a long tail of family offices and individuals for the rest. There are 4 sovereign wealth funds. There's 1 university endowment. The fundraising was not too bad. It was pretty smooth.
Let's really quickly go back to AI. You expressed your concerns about AI valuations right now, or at least the impact of the interest in AI on valuations. Do you feel like that is something that will continue throughout the year, or investors have kind of had their fill of the high multiple AI names that they've gone into?
AI is a huge long-term opportunity. It's going to change everything. Everyone's going to leverage AI, and AI is available to everybody through an API call. But short term, I'm a little worried. The positive sentiment makes me a little nervous, and I'm hoping for the trough of disillusionment to invest more. But I think beyond the trough of disillusionment, it'll be an uptrend again.